Hi there, today I'm with Phil Wicks from Business Success Partners, and Phil is one of the top consultants or advisors in the country, in Australasia in fact, and he has a lot of clients that are very loyal to him. So we're going to interview Phil today and find out how his clients get the maximum value. Welcome, Phil.
How you going, Craig? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. So this interview, Phil, is these are people who potentially are looking to start working with a consultant, and we want to find out, how we squeeze the best value out of you.
Okay.
So the first question is, really, if you're working with someone, what are some of the things that they can do to get the best value out of your services?
Well, I think firstly is understanding. You will have your program session times, and from a time perspective, understanding where else you can actually use that time. I always say to my clients, I'm available 24/7. And then I chuckle and tell them not to ring me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But what I'm meaning by that is that look, we have our scheduled session times, but if you have an issue or you have a problem that you just need to touch base with, then just give me a call, because I think that's one of a real powerful tool that business owners can use, because this whole sounding board thing is actually very powerful, and of course sometimes when you need that sounding board, it's not necessarily in your scheduled session. So making sure that you contact your consultant or your advisor whenever you actually need to have a little bit of feedback on something, or there's something important has happened in the business. So that's one thing. I think probably something else is also understanding where your expertise as a business owner starts and stops. So you might be a really good builder. You might not know. You might know a lot about building, but there might be a whole lot of areas around, obviously marketing and finance and a few other things that you're not so good at, and knowing that that's where you can tap into your business advisor and use their knowledge, because most business advisors will have a very good general knowledge of all those areas.
Okay, that's fantastic. So
it's my phone going. Sorry.
Well, so you're a popular guy. So, Phil, are these the parameters that you would discuss very early on with the business?
Yes, they would. I mean, when you first start working with a business, you arrange your session times, and in my case, I generally will see a business for a couple of hours every couple of weeks. But then you also discuss, the other stuff that's available to them, which would be, email contact, phone contact whenever they want. But also, a really good consultant will schedule a time for a cup of coffee outside their normal time as well, just occasionally. And I think that's the beauty of the sort of relationships that we have with our clients, is that there is a little bit of flexibility there, and I think it's not about being too rigid. It's actually about creating the relationship that will really work, and as long as everybody knows those guidelines at the beginning, then I think everything can work really well.
Okay. Now, what about you have a lot of tools that you use. Is that something that a client really needs to get involved with, or are these tools more for you to do the analysis of the business?
They're probably more for us, but in saying that, there are some clients who really like to use the tools as well.
Okay.
And so we have a very good suite of software that we have at our disposal. It's about 25K's worth of business software, and our clients have full access to that if they want to. Sometimes it's mainly me that or one of our consultants, who they're dealing with, that will actually be doing all the work on that. But at other times, sometimes the actual client will as well, if they're au fait with the actual product and are comfortable using it.
So setting goals and things, that's something that you would do for the client, or you do that together? And
we do it together. I think it's a partnership. One of the things, if you really want to get the most out of a consultant, one of the key things is that you agree to objectives very early on. So you set key objectives for the business, and those objectives are generally going to be broken down into tasks and timelines. I think if you really want to get the most out of the relationship, is making sure that you actually complete as many of those tasks as possible. One of the best things about having somebody to work with is that they do help you to be accountable to growing your business. And so that's where, completion of tasks and objectives is really important. And so having a real commitment to doing that with your consultant, working together, is what drives the success of the relationship.
Okay. Well, Phil, that's probably enough for someone looking, around at the moment. They've just come onto the site having a look. So that's been very, very helpful. If you're watching this video and you don't know where Phil's from, his business is called Business Success Partners. This is BSP Live that you're watching now, where on a regular basis we interview industry experts on various topics. And this topic has come up quite a lot. So I appreciate your time, Phil, today. That's been very informative.
No problem.
And have a lovely weekend.
Okay, you too, mate. See ya.
Bye.